Probably one of my favorite pieces from the comics that I've been wanting to cover since last November. So finally, now that we're in a bit of a downtime until the Vader issue drops and Episode 8's trailer is released, I'm going to finally make this video. Our story today covers Vader's comic book series by Marvel from 2015. Where all 25 issues predominantly oversee his missions to find Luke and learn of the Emperor's plot to replace him. Silo, an evil scientist who works for the Emperor and helped construct Vader into what he is, mechanically speaking, has now caught up with the Dark Lord and shut him down using a switch that severed his suit's online functions, dropping him to the floor and rendering him in a breathless pain-infused trance back to Mustafar. As Silo rests his hand on Vader's head, he tells the fleet to continue with the plan, that there is no longer a threat from the Sith Lord.
Silo to fleet, continue the plan. The executor is secure. Vader is no longer a threat.
You were the chosen one! I loved you!
You're a liar and coward!
When Anakin tells Obi-Wan that he should have just killed him, Kenobi lifts Anakin above his head and throws him into the lava. He walks away thinking it's all over, until from the red gooey liquid rock emerges a figure reborn from the darkness.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
I need not imagine being more powerful. I am more powerful with every step I take away from you.
No! As Anakin stops Vader in his tracks atop the highest of grounds, he jumps down and the two engage in a duel I wish we could see on film.
It is useless to resist. Don't let yourself be destroyed as Obi-Wan did.
Until Vader waits for Anakin to jump into the air and uses the Force to slice him in half. As it was Anakin's destiny.
How can you do this?
As Skywalker asks him, how could he do this? Vader grabs his arm and drags him like a child through the dirt, leading to the lava bank.
You were a child. I am well accustomed to killing children.
For me, this is the darkest thing Vader could say, and seeing as how Disney approved it, makes me think that maybe things won't get too PG after all. As Vader leaves Anakin to melt in the lava, he hears Padme's voice telling him to turn back.
Come away with me.
To stay with her, as Vader is suddenly on the medical table again, shackled to the bed with
Leave
chains.
everything else behind while we still can.
As he begins to relive his nightmare of choking Padme to death. He begins to move before Silo, who shut him down. Astonished, Silo speaks and steps back in fear.
What? Anakin is dead.
You're still deactivated. How?
I killed him.
Impossible!
He struck his blood-red lightsaber through the heart of the man who dared to control him, as Vader used the dark side and his will to override the mechanical commands of the mad scientist. Reactivating his systems, he looks to the dead Silo and says,
Nothing is impossible for the Force.
Now, Silo does return a million different times. That's obviously an exaggeration, but he does return into 100 different clones of himself. You know, while many give Vader a hard time for being not as strong as Anakin could have been, his mental fortitude and determination to never give up is something I think all of us can admire and look up to. When all odds were against him, he did not stop. He never did. And that's what made Vader part of who he was, and in turn, helped him rule the galaxy, along with his master's side. I really hope we get to see more scenes of Vader and Anakin dueling, or even just anything to do with Vader's recollection of Anakin from the times of the Republic. I can't wait for the new Vader comic coming out in just a week, and I hope you're all excited for the new Mace Windu comics to come as well. I hope you have an awesome day, everyone. Thanks for watching this video. Leave it a thumbs up if you can, and I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
The Force will be with you. Always.